Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by and checking this out. Today I'm super excited because I'm going to be doing a full face of makeup using only Puerto Rican owned brands. So it's Hispanic Heritage Month. If you didn't know, it started on September 15th. So yeah, I'm just really proud of my Puerto Rican heritage, so I wanted to celebrate that. And I think part of that is also, you know, shopping locally and supporting small businesses on the island when you can. I personally wasn't aware of all of these brands until I started researching. There's this one girl I follow on Instagram, and you know, I found out she was Puerto Rican. I was like curious, like how many more brands out there are out there that, you know, I have no idea about that I could be supporting today. So today I'm going to be kind of like reviewing 8 different brands that I found. That was pretty much all I found, but still I think that's a lot for such a small island. The products are great. Yeah, they're all like really fun, really unique products. If you'd like to see the look I come up with today, please keep watching. Before I get started, I want to give a shout out to my friend Ninoshka. She actually made the shirt that I'm wearing today. It says Puerto Rico, and it has a sticker right here over where my family is from in Puerto Rico. I was born in Texas, in Fort Hood. I'm a military brat. But my dad is from Salinas, and my mom is from Guayama in Puerto Rico. So that's generally the area that they're in. So yeah, so if you just request from her shop, it's called Big Adventure Co. I'll put the link in the description box if you want to get one for yourself. She'll put the sticker, the little heart sticker, anywhere on the picture of the island where you're from, which I think is super cool. I've never seen anything like that. Today I'm also wearing these seashell earrings with the Puerto Rican flag on them. I got these like, sheesh, I think I was like in 7th grade or something, and hey, they've lasted this long and I knew they would come in handy. The first brand I'm going to talk about is called Melted Gem Cosmetics. I have some notes here because, you know, I'd be forgetful and stuff. It's founded by Brittany Gonzalez, and she's a Puerto Rican woman raised in Florida. They have skincare products, eyeshadow palettes, liquid lipsticks, lashes, etc., brushes, all of that. They were sold out of a lot of their products, and but they did have a couple of skincare items. And they're pretty unique items, so I thought that's what I would focus on today. So I grabbed this called the CC Serum. It's supposed to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, stimulates collagen production to visibly improve firmness, and it reduces discoloration and enhances skin tone for a brighter complexion. It has vitamin C and citrus stem cells. So I've been kind of testing this out recently. This is not my first time using the product, and I really like it. I don't know, I do feel like my skin a little bit tighter when I put it on. The directions say to use 2 pumps, and I put a little bit here on my forehead, on my chin, and then it says to take it down your neck a little bit and your chest. And this is what the product looks like. It's a little orange liquid. I kind of just like rub it together a little, and then I kind of quickly just apply everywhere. I'm not gonna go to my chest because my shirt is white. Alright, so I have already primed my face and set it with powder. That's just like my routine thing, so I'm not gonna go into details with that. The second brand I'm gonna be talking about is called Colorina Makeup Studio. This one is probably the most popular, most well-known brand out of all the brands that I'm gonna be sharing with you guys today. By far it has the largest selection of makeup products, from primer, foundation, powder, eyeshadow palettes, lipstick, mascara, everything. And I could have just done a whole video using just their products, but I didn't want to, you know, have them steal all the shine. So what I grabbed from them was the foundation that they have. It's a drop foundation. I grabbed the shades 03 and 05. Neither of them kind of matched too well, so I ended up mixing them together. And I also got this. They sell a bunch of different color correctors, so I grabbed a green one. I am olive skin tone, so I do have green undertones, so I'm gonna combine this with the foundations that I got to match my shade. Their website is a little bit confusing. You don't really get like a close-up of how the foundation shade looks on different people. There's not like a model or anything, so it's difficult to compare. Just talking about the brand more, one of the first things I saw about this brand, they have several eyeshadow palettes that are inspired by Puerto Rico, like different places in Puerto Rico. I didn't grab those eyeshadow palettes because I wanted to feature other brands as well, but definitely check those out if you're interested. They have palettes, one called the Flamboyant, La Garita, El Yunque. They're each inspired by those, and they're pretty big palettes, pretty big size. And from the reviews I saw, it seemed like they work fairly well. And also, this doubles as a concealer, this foundation in particular, so I am going to be just using that for my concealer today. And wow, I mean, that has a lot of coverage. That didn't even take a lot, so that is pretty good. I do have to say, it doesn't feel heavy either. You know, typically foundations with coverage feel like they just weigh a ton on your face, but I'm not feeling that right now. I'm feeling like this is pretty light. And I didn't use, you guys saw how much was on my hand. It was not that much. And I do think it oxidizes, so it might look a little bit lighter right now, but I think it'll get like a teensy bit darker. That's a pretty good match. If the lighter of the two shades, which is 3, I'm gonna use that, a little bit of that, and use it as a under eye concealer. And actually, I'm gonna mix that with the green too, because it's looking kind of red. So, all right. Look at that. And it feels like I like that it feels very like creamy and not too heavy. And it's not drying either. To set my under eye, I'm gonna use my Laura Mercier powder, translucent powder. And I know this isn't a Puerto Rican makeup brand, but I have terribly oily skin, so, and this is one of the only products that actually really works for me, so that's what I'm gonna stick with. And this is the e.l.f. translucent powder. I think it's a Halo Glow powder. Another trusty one. I use this for all over my face, and the Laura Mercier for under my eyes. Alright, so the next product I got from Colorina was this contour powder palette. It comes with a contour shade, bronzer, highlighter, and blush. So I'm going to be using these 3 today. I won't be using the highlighter. It's a little too white for my skin tone. Yeah, so I'm going to start off with the contour. And I've been using this palette a lot. I really do like it. I feel like the bronzer is just cool toned enough for... Sorry, not the bronzer. The contour is cool toned enough. And the bronzer, it has some shimmer in it, so I really like that. I like my bronzer to have a little bit of shimmer. And I'm gonna go in with the bronzer right over that. Maybe take it a little further onto my cheek. gonna go in with the blush, and it's a pretty pink shade. This is usually the kind of shade I go for. This one in particular it's very pigmented, as you can see, so a little goes a long way. I like barely dipped my brush in there and it got all of this, so I like to go over my nose a little bit. Now we're just taking this clean brush and kind of patting it in on the edges to smooth it out. Right, now I'm gonna use my P. Louise white base to prime my lids. I always use that base for very colorful eyeshadow. I just put that on my finger and just sort of blend that out all over my lid. So for today's look, I'm going to be going in with the Radioactive palette. This is from the brand Mello Lops. It's another Puerto Rican owned makeup brand. They're really well known for their water inks, which are pretty much like water activated eyeliners. You follow like Cut Creaser on Instagram. She always has like these really cool like graphic eyeliner looks, and she swears by this brand too. I was tempted to use the water inks, but when I saw this palette I was like, I've gotta have it. It looks awesome. Look at this. It's got 12 different eyeshadows. They have mattes. I think it's 3 shimmers in here too, so it's just a really fun palette. They have colors I've never seen before, so I think I'm gonna stick with the whole Boricua theme and maybe do like some red, white, and blue kind of look on my eye, but not exactly. We're gonna add a little twist to it. So I'm gonna start out with this shade, this red shade called Infrared. Oof. I'm gonna take a bigger, just a slightly fluffier brush to blend. I'm gonna take my NYX glitter glue, or excuse me, glitter primer, and I'm gonna just put that here, and we're gonna kind of semi do a cut crease, not really. We're gonna go into X-Ray, this cool silver. I don't have any silvers in my collection, so I was pretty excited about this shade in particular. We're gonna go over where we put that. That is beaming. Alright, so I pretty much blacked out, or attempted to block out all of this red in here with the silver. And this silver is so creamy. I don't even think you need the glitter base. It is, and there's, well, there's a teensy bit of fallout, but not, I mean, you can't even see it on camera. Alright, so I'm gonna go back with the red and just kind of sharpen this up here. Alright, I'm gonna take a firm shader brush and go take that red color and go on my under eye here. And guys, there's no fallout. Like typically when I put a shade on down here, especially matte shades, it tends to like crumble and there's always usually a lot of fallout, and I'm not having that problem with this color at all. And now I'm gonna take this white shade called Volt, and I'm gonna use that for my inner corner highlight. And I might mix it in with my highlight later that I'm gonna use. Oh, that's nice. For the next step, I'm going to be going in with this eyeliner. It's from the brand Reina Rebelde, and no, this is not a Puerto Rican owned brand. The founder is actually Mexican. Pero, however, they did a collaboration with a Puerto Rican YouTuber. You may know her, she's really well known, Viva Glam K. And she came up with this eyeliner called Bonita Bandera. Que bonita bandera, que bonita bandera. So I had to review it. I had to include it in this video. I know Mello Lops has all these graphic liners, but as soon as I saw this, I knew I had to do a video on it or something. And also, according to the website, it's one of their best-selling items, so that's awesome. So I've kind of lost my skills with doing eyeliner, well, wing liner, but I'm gonna attempt to do one today. Usually I use like tape or something, but I don't have tape handy with me, so I'm gonna be real you know, resourceful and use this nail file that I have right next to me. The eyeliner is a little tricky to use. I tried using it one time and it was just a complete failure, so there is a learning curve with this, but basically it's almost like using a paintbrush. I've never used an eyeliner like this before, but as you can see, it has the blue on there, but you know, as soon as you use it, it's like out of it again, and you have to dip it in again. It's like using a paintbrush, so bear with me. This might be a little messy, but you know, who said it had to be perfect, you know what I'm saying? So don't judge me. All right, not bad, not bad. It's tiny, but you know, it's not bad. I'm gonna try to make that a teensy bit more bold. So I'm gonna I redipped it again. And now I'm gonna clean that up. That look real messy. Dip again. It's a process. You gotta keep dipping and then going back and redip. I'm gonna close that and shake it and do the other eye. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. I mean, I guess the nail file is pretty useful if you're ever in a hurry or something. Oh god. Alright, I've been messing up this eye a lot. I'm so sorry. Nah, that nope. Alright, I might ditch the nail file for this one. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try to take that same eyeliner and go in my waterline because I love going in my waterline for makeup looks. In the past I haven't really had much luck with like liquid eyeliners in my waterline, but I'm just gonna test it out and be very, very careful with it. Actually, I think I'm gonna take like an eyeliner brush and use this shade, this blue shade called Cosmic. It's pretty close to the shade, and I'm just gonna try to use that instead in the waterline. Kind of patting over what's left over to set it. This might be more contact friendly. The next brand I'm going to be talking about is Marilia. I'm not really sure how you pronounce her name, but it's Marilia Cosmetics. This brand was founded by Marilia Scott. She is Puerto Rican as well. I've been following her on Instagram for a while, and when I found out that she is also 100% Boricua, I was shook. And she recently came out with her own highlight collection. It's called Your Highlight is Too Bright. Her highlight's always beaming in her photos, like truly just is popping. Turns out it's her own highlighter. They're specifically formulated to be blinding, she says, so especially in photos. And just the packaging, I mean, come on, like, I love anime. I'm like a full-on anime geek, so when I saw this, I was like, I definitely need this. These are the singles. She also has like a 6 highlighter palette that features the same singles but all together in one. This one is called Peaches and Popcorn. It's very sparkly, so if you're not into that, you know, this might not be for you. Also, I have a code that you can use to get 10% off. I'll put that code in the description box if you guys want to grab that. I'm gonna take my highlighting brush and yeah, we're gonna go into that on my cheeks. I'm gonna take an eyeshadow brush and I'm gonna use that same highlighter and put that on my brow bone. Next brand I'm going to be talking about is Bettina Cosmetics, and it was founded in 1963 by a family in Mayagüez. according to their website. They're more so known for their nail polishes, I heard, just from some videos that I saw when I found this brand. But they do have their own line of makeup that I think they're probably expanding in. They have foundation, powders, blush, contour, lipsticks, etc. I couldn't really find shades that would match my skin tone, so I didn't grab that today, but I did grab this mascara. It's one of their newest products, so I was like, you know, why not? Let's just use it. This is the Celestial Curves mascara. And I like tested it one time, I think, before this, and you know, it was okay. This brand I'm very excited to share. It's called Necromancy Cosmetica. They make lipsticks, matte lipsticks. The creators are this couple, Desiree Rodriguez and Salvador Perez. They make cruelty-free, 100% vegan, handcrafted matte lipsticks. They come in super unique shades. The brand is actually, you know, very dark, gothic, beauty, so it's really refreshing to see that from Puerto Rico. It's not typically what you would expect from the island. The brand also has a cat rescue, which I thought was pretty cool. You could check out their Instagram page for the cat rescue called Cats of Necromancy. It features foster cats from around the island. I was reading a story about their storefront in San Juan, which they said was really impacted by Hurricane Maria, and they pretty much almost lost their storefront because of the hurricane. So, you know, that just goes to show how important it is to support local businesses in Puerto Rico. I mean, you're supporting the local economy and you're helping these people get back on their feet. There's still a lot of people that are affected by Hurricane Maria. The lipstick that I'm using today is called Healing Stone. It's the way it looks. And the packaging is just super awesome. Let me show you guys the box it came in. This is the box it came in. That is so cute. And then it says, "Bury me in the shade." Like, oh shit. I want to keep the box forever because I think that's super cute. I've been using this shade a lot. It's a really nice nude shade. Alright, it's a little light for me, just a little bit. I'm gonna take a brown lip liner. This is my ColourPop in BFF3 liner, and I'm just gonna line the outside. The last brand that I'm going to be talking about today is called Andromeda Cosmetics. It's another brand based in the island. I randomly found it one day on Instagram, and their products are just so bold and fun that I knew I wanted to include it. They recently released the Metamorphosis collection, which features a contour palette, eyeshadow palette, blush, highlight palette, glosses, and lashes. And it's kind of strange how their website is set up. I think it's like by release, so once they run out of that release, like that's it, you can't get it again. So I do encourage you to check that out before they sell out of those products. I'll put a link in the description box of those products. What I grabbed was the Andro Lash Bundle, which was an exclusive for the Metamorphosis collection. It includes 2 pairs of foaming lashes in the model Morpho and Osis, a pair of tweezers. Look how cute these tweezers are, oh my god. It also includes a lash glue, which I think is a pretty sweet deal. Guys, look at this packaging. Isn't that gorgeous? Like, when I saw this is probably my favorite packaging out of the collection today. And these are kind of bold for me. Let me see which one looks a little bit more. I don't know, lashes for me are so intimidating. I'm just like, I don't know which one. The name of these is Morpho. Morpho?
A motherfucking damn ham fucking.
They look like they might be just a smidge long for me. But let's see. Oh damn! lady. You know, I'm gonna have to probably cut them a little. Okay, so I had to do this off camera because it was gonna be a disaster, but as you can see, they are quite bold. Alright guys, so this is the final look. I really like it. I would wear this all the time, you know, if I was actually out and about, but I'm quarantining right now because COVID is still going ham. But yeah, these lashes are so fun. I really like how the look turned out. I think all the products are great. I think they all were great, honestly. I have no complaints. They're all products that I would probably use again and again. And I'm just so happy that I discovered these brands, and hopefully this is just the beginning and there's many more brands to come. I would love to support as many as possible. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. Be sure to subscribe and hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and yeah, let me know if you guys want to see another edition of this with other products from these brands, or maybe if there's another Puerto Rican owned brand that you know of that I didn't include in this video. Yeah, just let me know your thoughts, and yeah, thanks for watching.